Hi everyone, welcome to my garden. If you are watching first time, my name is Joseph. We live in North Carolina, Zone 7B. I want to give a tour of my home garden, front yard. Um, this is early summer, almost June mid, and I have a lot of new plants this year. I replaced some old plants, but kept the foliage plants. It looks really beautiful. So as I explained in the beginning of the video, so this area I used to have only this the Mexican petunia. I love this plant, but it's really very invasive. It used to occupy the complete spot here, so by end of July, but I wanted to put different foliage plants and the different blooms and all, so that is the reason I picked the white butterfly bush here. And this one is a hydrangea. You could see the blooms started, and I think it's going to be really beautiful with a lot of blooms in probably next few weeks. I will share definitely the video probably next month. And that's a purple heart. It's been there for I think more than 2 years, 3 years. And my Japanese maple tree is really showing the growth this year. I planted, I think it's 1.5 years ago, 2 years ago, and it's doing really well. And this one is again autumn joy sedum family. You could see the blooms started, and this is going to be really beautiful with the bright pink colors by August month, and September it turns dark pink color. And you could see how the difference, the contrast colors here. What a beautiful contrast colors you could see. And this one is Artemisia family, Artemisia poviscazil. It's more basically for just contrast color foliage plant. And that's brown color canna lily. And these are all the shrubs, the light yellow greenish plant are those are sunshine ligustrum. Probably everybody knows that. And I love the color, contrast color here. And these shrubs I was not expecting it grows super fast, like 4 to 5 feet, but I need to trim definitely, because the plants over there at the end, it grows more than 5 feet now. I have to trim that, but it looks beautiful. And coming to this area, I have butterfly bush, daylily. Oh god, you see that blooms, looks beautiful. And I put some bulbs here, again the blazing star, so I'm expecting the blooms probably next few weeks. And I have a few, this is a kind of annual section. If you look at here, all these are 3 huge plants or annuals I got from Costco. I really don't know the name of these plants. If you know the name of this plant, please share in the comments. And these are all 3 are annuals. I think it started blooming. I think celosia plants, these 4. I just got a very small plant few weeks ago. It's growing super fast. And you could see some hostas there and there. I know it's hard to survive because this garden gets almost 7 to 8 hours of sunlight. So during the month of July and August, sorry for the sound, it's these plants really gets 8+ hours of sunlight, so it's hard to survive, but I'll see how it comes. And you could see I put all the perennials in this corner. So this is, I just give a long shot, you get an idea how it looks. So this is how it looks. So afternoon time, definitely it looks more bright. Yeah, I'll just take a video from evening, and I'll post here for a minute of evening tour also, so that you get an idea how bright all these plants in the evening times. So this section is mostly all perennials. You could see this is the speedwell, Veronica speedwell, blue spikes. And I like this plant because these blooms continue until probably next 3 months. And these are new. Last year I had different plants here, I replaced it. And this is again the light pink gourda, and this is a Thai plant, and it can't survive in zone 7B, so I just kept for the season. And that's the lamb there. I just kept that for the nice foliage. And that one is a black-eyed Susan and daylily. Yeah, looks beautiful. Definitely it will be more beautiful in by month of July and August and all. Definitely I will share the video. If you look at this entrance area, I have mandevilla plants, this dipladenia both. I keep every year those two plants at this entrance area, and those two white pots are new this year. Could see I kept three diamond frost, is a colocasia illustris, and the dusty miller. Mostly combination of green, white, and silverish combination. And these two planters are, I put the bulbs in like in the last week of April, so it's a blazing star. So these birds will be all the pink in probably in next few weeks, so it's going to be beautiful when they bloom. And these are the annuals, petunia hanging baskets. And here if you look at this one is a red hat poker. It's the first bloom I think this year, so there will be another blooms coming probably next few weeks. And this is again annual basket. Looks beautiful, colorful. I really like the how it looks this year. And this is another the pencil tree and the annual combination. And here it is all the sedum family plants, so they can survive hot summer. And this is the pentas. So it looks really beautiful. So at the entrance I kept a lot of flowering plants in the pots, so that I can when the bloom time is over I can move or switch to different plants. That's my idea, that's what I do normally. And if you look at this here, these are the pots filled with mostly annuals, but I kept the different plants. If you look at the here, you could I have this colocasia, and this one is a petunia, and you could see this one is actually the purple heart here. And this one is pansies, and you could see this one is a purple shamak. And this plant have the petunia, hosta, and this again the colocasia plant. And this big planter, it's my favorite one. I change plants every year in this planter. This one I kept more the pink gourda, and this is the annual calibracao, and the lemon ball sedum there. So the front porch area, it looks really colorful. I could give a how it looks in the evening times, and it's more bright in the evening times. And this one is a rose of Shannon. You could see the lot of blooms and birds here, but not sure. I think the Japanese beetles are, I think, eating my flowers. But it's blooming really well. This rose of Shannon handles sunlight really well, so I just kept here in this part. And you could see a lot of New plants, purple heart, primrose, evening rose, and this is the sedum again, autumn joy. And this one is a purple heart but a different than the one there, that is and this one is different. This is Croatia purple heart, and all these are the front row is annuals, and I think these are the pentas, and I like the pentas. It blooms almost continuously 3 to 4 months. And if you look at this plant, this is the euphorbia, I think Ascot rainbow they call the name. And I kept this plant here because it's see the foliage, how the leaves and all, it looks beautiful. And annuals, and again I definitely like to have the contrast colors everywhere. That's the reason you could see I kept annuals. And this is a potato sweet wine, dark brown, and this is again from the Artemisia family. And you could see the contrast here. Let me just go back and show it to you. See the contrast colors here, I love it. So I kept actually 2 Artemisia plants here under the tree. So let me go back, you could see here. Yeah, that looks beautiful. And this here I have, oh, look at this allium started blooming. It looks beautiful. Yeah, this I love the allium. And alliums almost like it blooms for the next 2 months. And this is a hanging basket, mandevilla plant, dipladenia, the pink one. And this is winter time. It don't survive in our zone 7B, but I keep in the garage. It will come back again. Here we have a tree ring, so I always try to keep the pots here instead putting the plants in the ground. And I have here annual basket, and this one is actually sedum family, but I think autumn joy this one, but it's a kind of variegated leaves. You could see the different. And I have 2 of those here, both sides. And I have a annual plant here, zinnia, and I like this plant because it blooms very bright flowers for almost like more than 2 months or 3 months sometimes. So I'll keep definitely zinnia. And this is a planter with canna lily, and this one is a sedum family again, I think firecracker. Yeah, because I wanted to add a contrast color here so you could see how different the look. Yeah, I like this, see the yellow and dark brown. And here the leaves of the sedum family, it looks really beautiful. How it looks my garden on overall. I could just take you a quick, probably a 30 seconds quick walk tour here final, so you get an idea.